at 12 a.m. and we are still living up to today, up to this time. We are not here because of how good we have been. We are not here because we are so generous or we are so kind, but we are here because God himself has brought us into this night. It's almost going to be 5 p.m., but we are still alive. The fact that you are alive and I'm alive means that our assignment for this earth has not come to an end. We have some time to make amendments, to make some corrections before we die. But tomorrow when you are not here, you can't make that decision again. So today is the day that the Lord Almighty has made for you to make your decision today, to make your amendment, to make your corrections whilst you are still living. Today is the day you can make your message, correct to God. Then tomorrow when you are dead, you know where you find yourself. But if your message is not to God, tomorrow you find yourself wanting. Because this same kingdom, today as I preach to you about, tomorrow in your destiny, you might want to come in the kingdom, but to be blocked and God will bounce you. But today is the day that you can enter whilst you are living. You see, you are still getting your land. You are still buying your car. You are still getting your business done. You are saving money. It's the same time that you need to have everlasting life today. But when tomorrow comes and you are dead, as good as the tribute will be, you see, they will come around. They will tell how good you are. Your husband will give you a tribute. Your wife will give you a tribute. Your workers will come. Everybody will come to tell you who you are. But at that point, you can't get into heaven with that statement. That tribute that they come to give you will not be important. It's not going to take you far. But if you know Jesus today, if you can just know Jesus today and accept him as your Lord and personal Savior, tomorrow you have a place to go. We are not going to live in Dodowa. We are not living at the Manya forever. We are going to go out of here. And where we are going to go is where we are going to live our real lives. So when you die, is when you're going to live your real life. Dodowa is just a minute of what you are going to experience. So this is not the place you are going to live forever. But where we are going, if you find yourself in hell, that's where you are going to spend your eternity. If you find yourself in heaven, you are going to spend your eternity. And it's up to you today to make that decision now. I say, the journey we are going to embark tomorrow, we don't start tomorrow, we start today. The journey which we are going to embark tomorrow, we don't start tomorrow, we start today. Because today you have to pack your baggages. You have to get your post-up shorts, your panties, your brazier into the bag. Then tomorrow, you know where you find yourself. Tomorrow will come, and then when you find yourself in Aikuma and you die from there, you don't come back to Adomanya again to take your bag. You continue from Aikuma to eternity. And that's how serious it's going to be. So today you can enter. Amen. We are living. Christ is coming back again. Jesus is coming back again. He's coming back so soon. Because you are going to die, Jesus will also come back again. So your death is as sure as Jesus coming back again. Your death is as sure as Jesus coming back again. It's the time. Today you might be living. It's almost 5 p.m. like I said. You are going to go to home. You are going to go to watch television. But how many of you are sure that when you sleep, you wake up again tomorrow? Most of you will be going to work, to home. You'll be going home from work. And you might not even get to your destination. Then you die. But where will you find yourself? It's about today. That today you can make every good amendment. You can make every good correction and plan for Jesus. Then tomorrow you are in. Tomorrow when you die and they bring you to the church, the pastor can still come to pray for you. They can call the archbishop, the pope, the Canterbury bishop. They can still assemble, but in their prayer, you still not get everlasting life. Today it's up to you to get it when you are living. If your Ghana card will not work when you die, if your Ghana card, your ID card, your visa, and your driver's license will not work when you die, the same message today, tomorrow it will be useless. Today is active and it's live for you to receive. But tomorrow when you are dead, this same message that I'm preaching today is a life message to transform you and to give you an inheritance in God. But tomorrow this message will become useless. And as much as you be given to this message, you can't receive it again. It's gone forever. So the time is now to know Jesus whilst you live. Don't just make babies, buy the land, put up houses, and get money in the bank. Then you don't know Jesus. Make sure you know him before you die. The same time that you are making your business, you are still doing your building, you are still getting your car. It's the same time that you need to have everlasting life in you now. Then tomorrow when you are not here, you know where you find yourself. We are not going to live in Adomanya forever. We are on a journey and Christ will come back again. You see, when you come to 1 Thessalonians 5, 1 Thessalonians 3 verse 2 and 3, he said, he's going to come in like a thief in the night. He will come in when you don't know and when I don't know. But today you can know and you can connect yourself to him. But when he comes in the night as a thief, as good as you are, you cannot know when that time is. That is why you need to know him today. Just in case you go to bed, you don't wake up, you know where you go tomorrow when you die. Because Adomanya is not our last stop. We are going on again. and we are going to live when we die. We are going to live when we die. The time is now to know Jesus whilst you can know him. Make no mistake that you will have some time. Most of you think, oh, when I'm 80 years, I'll give my life to Christ. You will not get 80 years and you die. But when you die, where will you go to? It's up to you, and it's your hand now to know where you are going to go. You are not going to go to heaven because you are a good person. You won't go to heaven because you have a nice place. You won't go to heaven because your church loves you and you also love the church and you are Christian in the church. You go to heaven because you know Jesus as your personal Savior. So if you have not confessed him in Romans chapter 10 verse 13, you can't go. If you have not confessed him, Romans chapter 10 verse 9 and 10, you can't go because that's the option and that's the criteria. Your goodness is good, but it doesn't make you into heaven. Your goodness that you do is so good, but it doesn't take you to heaven. You have to know Jesus at all costs. You have to confess him to your mouth, then you can get salvation. Then tomorrow, you know where you stand. Because we all want to go to heaven, but we all don't want to die to go there. Death should be your benefit. Your death should be your benefit. That if you should die today, you should know where you are going. Don't just think Adomanya is the only way or is the only place you are going to live forever. We are going to go out of here. And it's going to be sooner than you think. It's going to be sooner than you think. Like I said, you can be going to Dodowa and then the end will come. You can be going to Ayikuma and the end will come. You can still be in this area, in Upata Junction. The end will come. But then the journey starts. We are not going to be here forever. When you go on the ground, we think when you go on the ground, that is it. No, it's not ended. You are going to live again. And you have to know, we are going to live again in your death. Through your death, you are going to start living again. And look at something. In Dodowa, it's going to be 80 years, then you go. But when you get to hell, or you go to heaven, it's going to be 1,000 years, 3,000 years, 10,000 years, 100,000 years, 1 million years, and you are just living perpetually. So which one do you prefer now? Which one do you prefer now? Do you want to live in Dodowa 80 years, and then you die to go to hell? Or you want to live in Dodowa, then you make good decisions that tomorrow when you die, you should go to heaven? Dodowa, as it is now, is an extension of hell. So most of you can decide not to make any decision. That is fine. But when you die in Dodowa, you go to hell. Because that's extension of hell. Dodowa Adomanya is an extension of hell fire. So you die from here without any decision, you go to hell. But those who make that conscious decision, when they die in Dodowa, they can go to heaven. And they will go to heaven. But you go to hell. You see, and hell is like Dodowa Hospital. When you go to OPD, Dodowa is like Adomanya is like Dodowa Hospital. When you go there for treatment, you see, when you go to Dodowa Hospital, you might be in pain, you might be in hurt, you might be in a distress, and you want to get relief. But the nurse at the table will not let you see the doctor until she has taken your temperature, she has taken your name, and then give you a folder. That is what hell is like. When you die today, you don't go to your permanent place yet. You go to hellfire to wait. Those who don't know Christ, you go to hell to go and wait. So assume it will take 1,000 years for the end of the earth to come. You still go there to wait. You go to hell to go and wait. And then when the time comes, you now appear before God. Revelation 20:12-15. Now God will now sentence you to the lake of fire. That is what is meant for all men, those who don't know Christ. So today, if you don't know him, make sure you can know him. Then tomorrow, when you die, you know where you are going. It's not only in Dodowa. It's not, we are not living in Adomanya forever. We are going to go out to where we are supposed to live forever. And that could be hell and heaven, depending on your decision today. The time is now to know Jesus. The time is now to know Jesus whilst you live. It's not enough to buy houses, to buy land, to put up houses, to get your savings account loaded. Find Jesus also. Find Jesus also. The time is now.